What up, my people, and welcome back to another tutorial. I've gotten a lot of requests on how to make this neckline. I made a couple of designs on my Instagram and TikTok that I use this neckline design, and I've gotten a lot of requests on how to actually achieve it. You can see what this looks like. This is just the basic fundamental of cutting the neckline, just that this does not require a zipper shoulder or a placket. You can see you're going to do it the same way we do our neckline, just that you have to take time to give it a balanced ironing. That is the most important thing. And as you can see, we have the shape of our neck on that edge side. The only difference is the U in the front that make the curve. You can see this side right here, this curve here, from that corner right here is our entire neckline. The only difference is that U that went down. So that U now allow you to put your head into it without any hindrance, without need for plackets or for, you can see that's the shape of our exact neckline. So that U under it is the only difference that allow you to put your head and remove it without any other thing. So I'll take you guys through the process of actually doing this step by step. We'll cut the pipe and we're going to join it together. So all you have to do is just to give the video a thumbs up. So here you can see I already showed you guys how to cut your front panel and your back panel. Exactly the same way is how you're going to cut that. You see that? So here, I already cut out the shape of the neck. You can see what I have here. Just cut out the shape of the neck, just straight like so. You can see. You can just trace this same shape that I have here. You're going to mark your neck the same way you mark your neck, and you're going to curve out a U underneath that. So after you do that, what we are going to do now before we cut our piping, we are going to measure it all round. We are going to measure that U neck all round, all the way to the other side. So that's what is going to determine our pipe cutting. You get the size of the length of the pipe that we're going to cut. You can see, just put it like so. I'm just going to keep measuring it around, just like this. Cutting of this is actually not difficult. Just cut out your neck initially. After cutting out your neck, then you make a U under it. It's as simple as that. You can see you will join the shoulder first actually. So just measure it all around back to the end of that U shape. You can see just at the center point right here. Just measure it round. So as you can see right here, I have a total of 29 inches. So that 29, I'm going to add an extra 1 inch to it so that I can have something to like fold inside. So on my main fabric, you can see right here, on my main fabric, remember I'm cutting 30 inches in length. There's no issue, it can be longer than 30 inches. That's not a problem. You can see, make sure you're using the stretchy part of the fabric. So it's going to be in bias form. So I'm going to fold this in a bias form, just like so. You can see that. Fold it in bias. I'm going to measure the length that I want to use. So it's going to be at 30 inches. So I'm going to increase that. I'm going to increase that to have the exact 30 inches. So from the top down, make sure you have 30. You can see that. Once you have your 30 inches, I'm going to cut out the folded bias part, just like so. You can see that. You can see that. So once I cut that out, I'm going to measure my piping measurement, which is going to be at 2.5 inches for the piping, depending on the wideness that you want. If you want it wider, you can do exactly the same thing. So if you have 2.5 inches, we are going to fold 1 inches on the side, and there will be half of an inch in the middle for the overlap of the piping itself. The same way we do our piping on Senator, right? So once you have that, I'm just going to measure my 2.5 from this edge right here. From here, I'll measure 2.5. Measure 2.5 here as well. Measure 2.5 here as well. Just mark it so that you can connect it all together. 2.5. You can see that. So once you measure your 2.5 all the way around, I'm going to connect the chalk together. The markings, I'm going to connect the markings together. Then I'm going to simply cut it out, just like so. See that? See that? Just like so. Yeah, so. Yeah, as well. I'm going to connect that together. So once I connect that together, I'm going to simply cut it out. If you follow up this process, you're going to get exactly the same results. Just cut it out. The same way in which we fold our piping on the senator neck, or if you're doing a shirt with piping. I've did several tutorials on that. That's why I don't want to brush up on that again. The same way we fold our piping, you need good ironing. Make sure your iron is very hot, and you're going to fold each of the side. Make sure it's as sleek and as balanced as possible. You get? So I'm going to trim those edges. Then I'm going to take it to the ironing table for folding. You can see what I have here. The total length I have here is supposed to be more than 30 inches. You can see it's more than 30 inches. So the next thing is take it to the ironing table and do your piping. And after you do your piping, this is the result you're going to be having. I've done piping in front of you several times. You can see what I have here. So now this is the most important part that you need to pay attention to. You have to decide where you want to do the closing of the piping itself, right? You have to decide where the closing is supposed to be. So on this shoulder part, I'm going to simply open up 1 inch from that shoulder part. Then I'm going to run it all the way around, just like so. So that's the only part that is more important for you to pay attention to, because you'll be like, how do I lock the piping itself so that it's not obvious? So on the shoulder area, just like so, I'm going to open up a bit of it. You can see when I was ironing the shoulder, I do a split ironing. I do a split opening. So it's not like an overlap closing of the shoulder joining, right? So here, just open the shoulder just like so. You can see from one side like so. Just open it up. You can see that. You can see that. Once you open that up, from the edge right here, you're just going to place your piping just like this. You can see, just like this in the middle. You're going to open up that fold as well. You can see there's an overlap here. So just like so, you're going to place it like this. See that? You can see that. Then we're going to run a stitch all the way round to the other side. Then after that is done, this is the final result. It's going to be our final result. You can see what I have here. It's as simple as A, B, and C. It's very simple design. So that will be about it. If you can look at the joining on the shoulder side, you can see that that place is closed up. So that will be about it. If you like the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to the channel if you are yet to subscribe to the channel. I will see you on another one. Bless you. Remain blessed.